VC, everybody, hello. It's a Friday again. Time just wipes by. And it's been a nice week. It's been a week of growing and learning. It's a good thing to always be learning. Listening to Ange, caricatures. Someone just commented on one of my recent videos trying to describe what kind of music I listen to. I didn't really know what to make of the description because it's like, well, what's the point? I listen to music I like, and my point is, why is it? It's commentary right away. It's always been a burr in my side that that I have to be, an exception because I don't listen to what is typical or what most people think I would probably be listening to, or maybe should be listening to. I don't know if any of that has anything to do with the person's comment, but that has been something that I have personally been aware of all my life and dealt with, and is causes a certain amount of frustration and anger because it's like, I just listen to good music, it probably isn't for a lot of people, but because of my age and my experience in living in Omaha, I think it is more still in my face that my choices when it comes to music stand out, and so I just deal with it. Okay, with that in mind, yes, I have, since I discovered, well, I've always liked pop, but I've always looked to listen to what I like as opposed to what I'm supposed to be listening to. I went through that as a child, I went through discovering black consciousness and all that. I was a member of the Black Panther Party. It was all very sincere. But as I've said in videos before, I've gone on to discover, that I am a human being, a member of the human race, and so I love music. Frankly, the music I have the hardest time listening to is the stuff that seemingly is part of what is expected of me, and music that reminds me of a role that I don't like in America, like Americana, and country music and blues and stuff. A lot of that stuff just reminds me of a way of seeing myself or my history that I don't care for, even though it's there. It's like I'm ready to forget that shit. So that's why you find me listening to music from all over the world. Even though, say for example, had I been a French kid in France in the 60s, black, it might have been even worse than what I went through here in America. But it didn't, so it gives me the freedom to let this music be what I want it to be. And that's what I do, and I love it. I love music from all over the world. I love music of all kinds. Last night, got into a bit of a jag of old favorites. Old favorites. You know how that is, how comforting that can be, and sometimes how it can be a voyage of discovery. And last night I listened to Soft Machine 7. I love Soft Machine, and they were very important to me in my teen years when I discovered them on a sampler. I had already heard Terry Riley through my older brother as a child, and was fascinated by A Rainbow in Sea. So when I heard Out Bloody Rageous by Soft Machine, I heard the Terry Riley connection immediately. And I said, wow, there's rock music that does this. It was mind-blowing. It changed me like the Beatles did. Gong. I didn't play this last night, but we were talking about Gong online, so I was pulling some Gong albums. And Gong is another band, though, that fits importantly into my teen years. As you know, David Allen was an original member of Soft Machine. Angel's Egg, and this is my original copy from 1972 or 73. Whenever it came out, I got it immediately. Yeah, I'm proud of that fact too. The fact that I knew about this stuff at the time. I do. Yeah, I'm proud of that. You know, a lot of record collectors find out about reading and catching up to. I was on it. Soft Machine Volume 2. This is my original copy. Ring worn and everything. I've had this since, I don't know, 72, 71, 72. Amazing. Still, I listened to the whole album last night. Soft Machine Volume 2. Amazing album. Way ahead of the time for 1969. I had this out but didn't play it. Daedalus, Italian fusion progressive. This is an excellent album. This is not an original. Originals of this go for $1,000. I just saw one of these on Collector's Frenzy. Had recently sold for $1,400. This is a reissue, but I got the music. I got it. Last night I jammed out to this. Miles Davis Agartha. This is the Four Men with Beards reissue. Very nicely pressed. This is badass. Of particular note on here is Pete Cozy, the guitarist. Man, Agartha. I don't know, you know. At the time, I think I can understand why Columbia did not want to release this in America. It was released in Japan only. At the time, they might have thought this was subpar. No, these guys were just plenty high and took their time finding what they were going to find, because there are some blistering moments on here. Agartha, Miles Davis, blistering. Had this out, but I didn't play it. Gong, Downwind, Pierre Moreland's Gong. After David Allen left, Pierre Moreland, the drummer, took over. Went more in a musical. Well, the band was always musical, so we just kept that up, the musical excellence. Don't know much about this band, Team Doyobi, but this is Electro IDM, released in the year 2000. I think it's a German band. This is something that I took a chance on, and this is excellent. Kind of ticky-tacky. When I use that term, it just, you know, that's what I think of when I think of certain types of electronic music that's kind of wonky, and I love this. A few days ago, I played Beast. This came up online. I think this is an American band, early 70s. And this is really good. It's interesting. It didn't really do better. At times soft rock, at times kind of proggy like Jethro Tull. This is good. Beast. I had more records out, and of course I put them away. What else was I listening to? I put a bunch of stuff away. Well, with that in mind, I'll say that, you know, at this point I'm not able to show you new records to talk about because I'm not able to buy new records. I just don't have the money, and so I'm not able to talk about new records. Any record companies or record representatives that might happen to see this, I'd love it if you'd send me records to talk about, good records, you know. I mean, 4AD has done it in the past. A couple other labels have done it. I'm waiting on a package from a small label. I honestly talk about your records. If it's good, I can help spread the word. That is something that I do know. Even if it's only one or two, when I talk about records, people buy them. People tell me all the time, almost every day. That's no exaggeration. Almost every day I get a message somehow through internet that something I've talked about has led to someone trying something new and liking it mostly. So any record labels, take heed. Sub Pop, 4AD, any of you guys, you know, shit, send me some free records so I can talk about them. I'm serious. I can help you. So yeah, this Ange, it's very timely, and it just sounds great. Okay, we'll keep this one short.